Hi,
Oh, hi.
how are you today?
I'm just doing fine.
Great. Am I speaking to Tien?
Yes, yes.
So, Tien, what can I do for you today?
Are you familiar with the IELTS?
Yeah, I'm quite familiar with it. Would you like to work on that
Uh,
today?
yeah. So since we have 20 minutes here, so could you help me do a mock test and then give me some feedback for that?
Yeah, sure. We can try that if you'd like. I don't know if we'll get through it in 20 minutes, but we'd go ahead and start it. Let's take a look.
Thank you.
IELTS mock test. Okay, mock test number 1. Here we go. Okay, are you familiar with the rubric? You already know about it?
Yeah, yep. Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Okay, we'll just go straight into the mock test. Here, let me get my
Yes.
my camera together and stuff here for timing and all that.
Yeah,
Just a second,
thanks.
please. Okay, I've got my clock ready. Do you have a pencil and paper for taking notes for part
Yep,
2?
yep. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, yes.
Okay, hi, my name is Yan. I'm your examiner today. Let's just go straight to our questions, please. Here we go. Have you ever complained about something that you bought? Would you
Mm,
buy things in shops in which you had made complaints before?
well, yes. Actually, I complain a lot, and yeah, once I just bought a new smartphone, but then I realized that it didn't satisfy me enough. Maybe the amount of RAM was not large enough for my use. So yes, I kind of complained a little bit about that, and
Okay, good, good. You can stop there with that one. You don't want to make your part one answers too long, right? You want to make them about 3 sentences in total. Okay,
yeah.
that was good. Let's try another one. Okay, what products or services do people in your country like to complain about?
Maybe just like I said, people buying smartphones and then they are not gratified with that, and then
Okay.
and then they just complain. My phone is not working. It often crashes, or some yeah, or camera is too bad,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Okay, good. Things like that. Okay, great. All right, part one questions. Number 4. Is it necessary for companies to set up customer service? Are there any disadvantages to setting up customer service?
Um, yeah, to set up customer service is truly like crucial. If a customer walks into a store, then nobody's going to help them to find their desired products. That would be hard for them to do their business. So I think it's truly essential. And I can say one advantage of this is, yeah, it takes money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It takes money to pay the staff for
Mm-hmm.
their service.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to give you the question, and I'd like you to spend 1 minute doing your preparation. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and the question. Describe a time you complained about something but finally got a good result. You should tell me what you complained about, who you complained to, what the result was, and explain why you were satisfied. So here you go, 1 minute.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop you there, okay?
Okay.
And away you go.
Okay, so I'm telling you about a story. This is about my phone. Like I told you before, I bought it like more than 2 months ago, and at the beginning it was running, and but then I realized that it did lack some RAM, yeah, which is which was kind of uh, really confusing. Yep, and my apps usually reload it whenever I reopen them. And one another problem is that it has a really big screen, yeah, which I don't think necessary. And then the funny thing is that I told my mom about that. Hey mom, can I like just buy a new one, and then I'll get this one for you, and then you use it, and you give me some more money so that I could have a one. Yeah, I tried to inveigle her, yeah, into that, but well, she was quite angry about that. Oh, no, 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 she said, totally no. You just buy a new phone, and then now you want to buy another one. Where the hell can I have that much money for you? Yeah, but then I also so you can't do anything else, right? So I just managed to overcome that, and then I went online and searched for some maybe solution. Then I flashed the software. I don't know if you are familiar with this term. It's a little bit specific. I flashed the software. So then it's like upgrading, and after that, my phone, yeah, it's been running so well now.
Okay, great. Are you done?
Not yet. There's actually one more point to say.
Okay, we'll finish your point.
Yeah. Oh, and since then it's been running like nearly perfect. Yep. Everything is just working to fine. And just one thing, like the screen, I can't change it, so I just acquaint myself with it. That's
Okay,
that's
great.
all.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So these are your more general questions from part 3. When do people usually complain?
So I think when they are not satisfied with something, they would definitely complain.
Okay. Can complaining help solve problems?
Yeah, maybe in some cases, but yep, in like for my case, it didn't help.
Okay. Okay. All right. What kind of people complain?
So I suppose like short-tempered people would complain a lot because their temper is so bad when they are when something wrong happens to them, they don't find a way to get out of that, and instead they complain.
Okay, great. What products or services do people usually complain about?
Uh, Maybe the smartphones, like I told you in the part one question. So let me think about like another one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So maybe
Go ahead.
maybe laptops or like electronic devices like fans or something like this.
Okay,
Just
so
similarly.
all right, so just electronics in general. Okay, great. All right, and I think the last slide for part 3. Do you think customers' complaints will improve products or services?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, after complaints, the business doers will take it into consideration, and then maybe like improve their service or
Okay.
products for the next time. So that could be better.
Okay, great. What other measures should you take to solve the problem?
Well, I think after complaining, I should find a way to get out of that. One example is just to Google it, like
Mm-hmm.
I told you in the part two,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe to ask some maybe experts if you have them around you, or maybe some friends who are like knowledgeable about what is confusing you. They may help.
Okay, great. All right, Tian, let's take a look here. Right, your strengths are, well, your strengths are that you can communicate really quite easily. You have a solid command of the English language in terms of being able to get your message across. That's not a problem at all. Also, you have an excellent vocabulary that you're drawing upon and you are using very, very well. I haven't noticed any really serious grammar mistakes either. So that's all under very good control. Have you been practicing this quite a bit lately?
Yeah, quite.
Okay, excellent. Now, there's one thing that I'd like to make note of here with you. Part of the actual grade that you get. Have you done an IELTS before?
Yeah, once,
What,
and I got an over 7.
you got over 7. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
say I can see definitely that I can see reason for that. Very good. I'm curious though. What did you get with your fluency and coherence?
Uh, you're asking me about my results
Yeah,
last time.
yeah. In terms of
I,
fluency.
I didn't receive that results. Just one overall result for my speaking is this was just on 6 and nearly 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. One thing that I might notice with you is you tend to pause and repeat words on occasion when you're struggling for the. Well, it appears to me that you're struggling for vocabulary. Do you ever have points where you're sort of trying to think for the right word?
Pardon me?
Do you ever have moments when you're trying to think of the right word to say?
Yes, I think sometimes I do. I do have.
Okay. When you're doing that, you have a tendency to say or have a pause or repeat one word over and over again. I. That kind of thing. Do you notice that?
Yeah,
Okay.
surely.
Right. So the reason I mention that is I want to point out to you that one of the ways that you're marked in the IELTS is they take note of pauses like that, and they try to, when you get lower marks than that would be with minor word repetition. So that might be one thing you want to take note of. Now, when you're doing your practicing, are you recording yourself?
Yeah, but mostly just the part 2.
Okay, excellent. What I would definitely recommend for you is that you record yourself as you're doing your speaking and that you listen to it back and try to make note of like small grammar mistakes
Yeah.
and definitely try.
Yeah, but for lessons here in Cambly, they do it for me, so I don't have. I just download it after every lesson.
Okay, excellent. Well, yeah, definitely you can do that, but I'm talking about like when you're not even using Cambly, right? Okay,
Thanks.
good. So have you been using Cambly quite a bit for your IELTS practice?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great, good. Okay, so I think that's about what I have to tell you in terms of what you can improve on. And do you have any questions for me?
So could you estimate my results for that performance?
You're right. If you've been on Cambly before, you know that like what I'm supposed to do, I tell you what your strengths are and tell you what you can improve. I'm not an IELTS examiner, so I can't give you a specific number score. I can tell you that you're definitely an upper intermediate right now. But I can't give you like a number or anything like that. Okay. Have other instructors been doing that for you?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay. Well, we're not supposed to.
But it's just an estimation. It's
Well, I would definitely estimate that you are on par with what you've achieved previously. Okay. So I don't think there's any worries of you going below that. In terms of your increasing your grade, I would definitely take note of your pauses. Okay.
So just that's something around 6.
I would say probably a little higher than that. Okay.
All right.
I was very impressed with your use of vocabulary, and I'm also very impressed with your pronunciation. You have no problems there whatsoever.
Yeah.
Let me see here. So yeah, here are the sample. Do you want to read these or no?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we still have some minutes here.
Yeah, we certainly do. What does this answer do well? Review any new vocabulary. So the question is, do you like shopping? How often do you buy something in a shop? Can you read for me, please?
Yes. Personally, yes, I enjoy shopping. I love doing clothes shopping or even just window shopping on the weekend. But how often I go shopping depends on what it is. grocery shopping I do more often than compared to clothes shopping. I
Mhm.
will go every other day to buy bread and fruit, but maybe once a month to buy clothes.
Excellent. Okay, so what does this one do well? Why has she got such a high mark?
I didn't follow again.
Why does this answer have such a
Right.
high mark in your opinion?
Maybe it's not about the vocabulary I can see here, but I
Mhm.
think they use some like coordinators like BERT,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So things
and
like,
some complex sentences.
yeah, very, very complex sentences is really well done. But how often I go shopping depends on what it is. Grocery shopping I do more often than compared to clothes shopping. So that always helps as well when you talk about doing two different things and you're comparing things in your answers. That helps to boost your mark as it was. Let's see. And I will go every other day to buy bread or fruit. That's very good use of the simple future tense there. And yeah, it's just essentially she's using good vocabulary and good grammar, and she's giving lots of details. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. So this is a part two, band 7.5 to 8 answer. Describe a time you complained about something but finally got a good result. Can you read for me, please?
Yes. I don't really like complaining unless I really have to, but sometimes it's necessary. Last month, I complained about a service while dining at a restaurant and eventually got it corrected.
Yep.
Uh, it happened at a popular food establishment in my city. I ordered a chicken dish, and when I began cutting into it, it was clear that it was not cooked properly.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it was still raw in the middle. Surely it was a health concern.
Mm-hmm.
So I politely asked the server to bring it back to the kitchen and have a new meal made. She apologized and promptly returned with another dish.
Mm-hmm.
The restaurant manager came out to apologize and told me the meal would be free of charge.
Mm-hmm.
To sum up, the restaurant and staff regarded my complaint, and I was very happy. They, they comped my meal,
Mm-hmm.
even though I had to wait longer for my food.
Okay, great. So are you familiar with this term, comp to my meal? Do you know what that means?
Compensated.
Yeah, compensated my meal. Absolutely. And to comp someone specifically means to give them something for free. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. So why is this a really good answer?
Well, it has three parts, like a beginning,
Yeah,
the story, and then the finishing.
yeah,
And it's like a good grammar and
yeah.
good
Really, really good grammar. Yeah,
good
absolutely.
vocab,
Yeah.
great vocabulary, like a food establishment
Hmm.
instead of restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that she does that's really good is she begins with, it starts in the simple present, but then she says, last month I complained about a service, and she maintains a simple past throughout her story, doesn't make any mistakes in her grammar at all. And then finally she gives in to sum up the restaurant and staff regarded my complaint. Use of grammar is perfect throughout the entire story that she gives. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we have enough time to finish this one. Do you have any quick questions for me?
Um, Not really, but yeah, maybe. What part of the test in my last performance do you think I really need to work on the most?
Your part two was really, really good. I'd say that what you need to work on the most would be your part one. And again, concentrate on just doing like giving a detailed answer, but treat it like the part two. It has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end to let the examiner know that you're done. Okay.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I have to work on the part one.
Not you have to work on it. I think that you can improve it by, again, making
Yeah.
sure that you have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and also that you don't go for too long. Okay.
All three parts are the same format like that.
No, there's different formats between all three different parts. What I would say for the first part, when you're giving your short answers, that you should try to have a beginning, middle, and end, but not to have
Uh,
it too long. Try to
all
keep it
right.
to 3 sentences. Does that make
All
sense?
right. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
I give you the best of luck, Tian, and I hope you do well, okay?
Yeah. Thank you for having me today.
You're very welcome, Tian. Take care.
Yeah.